Let's be real, we all absolutely adore our cats. But what if I told you that the way we show that love is getting completely lost in translation? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to switch from our human way of showing affection to a language your cat actually understands and appreciates.
Yeah, this is the core idea, and honestly, it can be a little tough to hear. That big cuddle you give, that loving stare, that spontaneous hug, it's not just that they might mean nothing to your cat. Sometimes our best intentions can actually backfire and create some serious stress. It can teach them that our affection is something to be, well, a little bit afraid of.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If our human instincts are kinda off base, what are the right ones? Well, it turns out it's all about learning to see the world from their perspective.
So, here's our game plan. We'll start by looking at the problem. Then we'll dive right into some real actionable tips on communication, play, and even how to touch them the right way. And then we'll wrap it all up with the one big idea you should take away from all this.
You know, it really all boils down to this. We're just different species. What feels like affection to us can feel like a threat to a cat, or maybe just an annoyance, or just plain confusing noise.
So let's learn to speak their language, shall we? Our first two tips are all about the signals we're sending with our voice and with our eyes. And trust me, they are incredibly powerful.
Come on, admit it, you probably already do this. You know that high-pitched, super soft, maybe slightly ridiculous tone you use when no one else is around? Well, don't be embarrassed because science actually says you should be doing it even more.
And this isn't just, a fuzzy feeling or a guess. It's actually backed by some pretty recent research.
Now, the takeaway from this is just fascinating. See, when owners in the study spoke in a normal voice, their cats barely reacted. But that special, high-pitched tone, it just cut right through all the other noise. It's a signal for safety, for recognition, for affection. Your cat isn't just hearing you. They're hearing that you are their person.
Okay, this next one is a total game changer. You've probably seen your cat do this at you, right? But it's not just a sign that they're sleepy. Nope. It's a very deliberate message, and it's one you can send right back to them.
But first, we have to unlearn a very human habit. For us, making direct eye contact is how we show interest in love. But in the feline world, a long, unblinking stare is a threat. It's confrontational. We're pretty much accidentally challenging our cats to a duel all the time.
So here's how you fix it. The next time you and your cat lock eyes, just do this. Slowly close your eyes, hold them shut for just a second, and then open them again. Research from the University of Sussex actually showed that this one little gesture makes cats feel safe and way more likely to approach you. It's basically the cat equivalent of saying, hey, I trust you and you can trust me.
All right, let's move on to our next section, because love isn't just about what you say, it's about what you do. And as you're about to see, sometimes it's about what you don't do.
Oh, we've all been there. You're trying so hard to play, you're dangling the little feather wand, and your cat just gives you this look of absolute disgust. Well, that's not laziness. It's actually a sign that we're doing it all wrong, because we're forgetting what a cat really is, a hunter.
So here's the key thing to remember. A cat's brain is hardwired for something called the prey sequence. Just shaking a toy right in their face skips all the fun parts. They need that thrill of the hunt to feel satisfied.
So here's how to make playtime amazing. Make that toy act like real prey. Have it dart away from them, let it hide behind furniture, make it move in these unpredictable bursts. And this is the most important part. Let them have that satisfying final pounce. Let them catch it. This isn't just about exercise. You're fulfilling a deep, primal need. Okay, I know this one sounds really strange, but it might just be the most profound tip of them all. Sometimes the absolute best way to show your cat you love them is to completely ignore them.
Just think about it for a second. In the wild, animals will only rest near other animals they completely and totally trust. So for cats, just being in the same room with you with no pressure to interact is a huge sign of bonding. You're not demanding pets, you're not demanding play, you're just sharing a safe space. This quiet, passive companionship lets your cat choose you on their own terms, which is pretty much the highest compliment they can give.
And now for our final set of tips, which is all about physical contact. This is where we humans tend to make the most mistakes, but it's also where we have the biggest opportunity to really deepen our bond.
So before you ever pet your cat again, try this first. Extend one single finger and just let them approach you.
See, cats process their entire world through scent, and this is basically their handshake. They sniff to identify you, and then, if they feel comfortable, they'll rub against you, giving you the green light. Just like that, you've gone from being a potential intruder to a welcome friend.
And let's talk about the sleeping cat. To us, scooping them up when they're all curled up and peaceful is an act of pure love. But to them, it's a terrifying jolt from their most vulnerable state. Their heart rate spikes, and their safe space suddenly feels very unsafe. It actually teaches them they can't fully relax around you. You know the best way to love a sleeping cat? Just let them sleep.
And finally, the most powerful tip of all. There's one specific spot on your cat's body that, when you pet it correctly, can actually trigger a deep, biological response of love and belonging.
The behavior is called allo-grooming. You see, bonded cats groom each other on the head and neck, places they can't reach themselves. This simple act releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both animals. You can actually mimic this by gently and slowly stroking the area between their ears and down the back of their head. You see, it's not just petting, you're chemically reinforcing your bond.
So, when you put all of these pieces together, a whole new picture starts to emerge. It's really about shifting your mindset from being someone who just owns a pet to someone who is a trusted partner to another intelligent creature.
And that's really the heart of it all. These small daily actions, the slow blink, the right kind of play, respecting their space, they're more than just little tips and tricks. They are acts of empathy. They show that you're not just giving love, but you're giving it in a way that can actually, truly be received.